Girls. My name is Lauren.
I'm Rachel.
I'm Ellie.
I'm Ruhi.
I'm Subin.
And this is Crash Course Zoroastrianism.
Wait, is this going to be on the test?
Yes, Coach Johnson will be testing us on everything, so pay attention. If you don't listen, you'll fail the test and won't get into Texas Tech.
Let's begin with the question, what is the meaning of life? Religions have always sought to answer this question. One such ancient religion is Zoroastrianism that originated in Persia around 6th century BCE.
It was founded by this dude Zoroaster. The main deity was Ahura Mazda, who was also called the Wise Lord. He was considered to be the source of all happiness. So basically, he's a unicorn. The kings of the Achaemenid dynasty promoted it as the official religion of Persia.
Zoroastrianism is one of the world's oldest monotheistic religions with dualistic features. I know you're confused, so here it is. There's one god Ahura Mazda against the evil one, Angra Mainyu. So started the fight between good and evil. Man had the free choice between these two alternatives, and salvation could be achieved through good thoughts, good words, and good deeds. At the end of the world, evil would be destroyed and good would prevail. They know how to celebrate, like celebrating Nowruz, the New Year. It's like Christmas and Thanksgiving rolled into one. They have 3 types of purification rituals, Padyab, Nahan, and Ber Hashem. Now, Jote is the initiation ritual. Here's a Parsi boy explaining it.
The white Sedra vest comes with initiation into the faith. It has one jagged seam, representing the imperfection of human life, and a symbolic store of good and bad.
Our good thoughts, good words, good deeds, and bad thoughts, bad words, and deeds are collected in this pocket, and when we die, it's basically a collection point where it's then judged. Do you have more good or bad deeds and words and thoughts, and whether you go to heaven or hell.
Let's see what the secret compartment has for me today. Oh, it's the Avesta, the holy book of the Zoroastrians. The Avesta contains the Gathas, or the sacred poetry.
Zoroastrian funeral traditions are unique, and they don't believe in burial or cremation. The body becomes impure after death, and to avoid contaminating earth and fire, the bodies are placed in the Tower of Silence. The temples have an inner sanctum where a fire burns and the priests maintain this flame. The main symbol is the Faravar, which is very popular as a tattoo.
Once a widespread religion, is now one of the smallest religions in the world. India, where they fled to after the Arab invasions, is home to a majority of the Zoroastrians. Indian Zoroastrians are called Parsis. Decline of priesthood and global dispersion are major concerns. There is no conversion. You have to be born into the religion. Marriage within the faith is encouraged. Today, as few as 190,000 Zoroastrians remain.
This was the official religion of Persia from 600 BCE to 650 CE. Then Alexander invaded Persia, and that spelled destruction for the Zoroastrians. Priests were killed and texts were destroyed. Luckily for the Zoroastrians, the Gathas survived and so did the religion, and it once again became powerful in the Sasanian period. Then came the Arabs and Islam. This was disastrous for Zoroastrianism. Fed up of being persecuted, in 10th century, Zoroastrians decided to pack their bags and flee to India. They settled in the state of Gujarat, and this was the beginning of the Parsi community.
Zoroastrians had enormous political influence in ancient Persia, but today they are a community-oriented religion with hardly any participation in politics. Most worship happens at home and involves the entire family. The Zoroastrians believe in action and contribute generously to charities to advance education and social initiatives. The Parsi businessmen are known for their honesty and hard work. They are a tight-knit community which likes to remain a little secluded. The status of woman is equal to men.
Now here's an interview with a Zoroastrian to tell you the real deal. So what do you think students could gain from learning about Zoroastrianism?
So what is interesting is that the Western world has considered every other religious group as a philosophy, and therefore if you look at it, it is Zoroastrianism, Hinduism, Buddhism, but it is not Christianism, because they also that Christianity is a religion, whilst the others, yes, there are people who follow certain prophets, but there are philosophies more than religions. And so therefore, for example, Islam, when I was growing up, was known as Mohammedanism because it comes from Muhammad. And so therefore, whenever you say ism, when you add ism to anything, it becomes more philosophical than a religion. So therefore, like the religion is Dina Mazdiasni, or we are also known as Zarathushtis. So we call ourselves Zarathushtis, means followers of Prophet Zarathustra. So
I never knew that. As you see, religion has played an important part in the lives of people around the world, unless you're the Mongols.